Welcome to the Purdue Dairy Digest. I'm Dr. Jackie Borman. In today's episode of the Dairy Digest, we will be discussing the use of facial recognition software to identify dairy cattle. You probably have heard about the use of facial recognition for people. The most well-known use of facial recognition may be used to unlock your phone or tag yourself in a photo on social media. However, facial recognition is also being used to identify dairy cattle. A technology startup company based in Ireland has developed a way to identify cows based on facial features and pattern recognition. While we may all agree that that is an impressive thing to do to be able to identify cows using camera systems, we are still unsure of how this could change dairy management. One of the potential applications for this software is to use facial recognition to predict dry matter intake. Predicting dry matter intake on individual cows is a challenge when we group feed cows. Feeding pens or groups of cows makes it difficult to detect when intake is reduced for an individual cow, which may be the first sign of illness. If facial recognition can be used to predict dry matter intake by tracking for how long a cow is actively eating, this could be a good first step to determine how much individual cows are consuming. This may be coupled with other technologies such as rumination information to get an accurate estimate of intake. Identifying cows in heat while in group housing may also be accomplished by facial or pattern recognition software. We have seen a reduction in the duration and intensity that cows show estrus, as we have continued to breed for production traits. If we can have a system that constantly monitors pens of cows and can detect every incidence of standing heat, our visual heat detection rate would increase. This would mean that we are identifying more of the cows that are eligible to be bred, and this will increase our pregnancy rate. Along with detection of health events related to changes in intake, another possibility is detecting changes in behavior that are indications of disease. The first example that comes to my mind is detection of lameness. As cows become lame, there are changes in their behavior, as they may spend more time lying down and less time involved in social behavior. Facial or pattern recognition may also aid in detecting changes in walking pattern or standing posture. This may be used as a tool to detect lameness earlier, improving animal welfare and reducing the cost associated with lameness. While facial recognition software for dairy cattle is very early in development, if it can be applied to groups of dairy cattle, the applications are wide and varied, and I believe can aid in the successful management of dairy cattle.